So this is the level of detail that you're going to be able to capture on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, and this is absolutely fantastic. This is due to Samsung's team up with Wacom and their EMR technology. You can see here the different kind of line qualities that you can get, and that's thanks to the EMR technology from Wacom. Absolutely fantastic. The application that you can see me using is called ArtFlow, and the capture program I'm using is called DU Recorder, and this is absolutely fantastic as well. You can see the video of myself drawing in the corner there, in the top right corner. That's fantastic as well. The picture that I'm going to be drawing is Lightning McQueen from the film Cars. Yep, and I'm drawing that because I have a 2-year-old son. I've done another video of one of the characters from that film. My son loves watching Cars videos on YouTube, maybe more than he loves watching the actual film, because he's a YouTube kind of fanatic himself. He just sits there a lot watching videos. I know some people will say that's bad, but he gets highly educated watching YouTube and learns things that we've never taught him, so yeah. And he'll enjoy watching videos that I paint as well. That's why I painted a lot of things for kids, because he enjoys that, and he, you know, there you go. But one thing is, I want to show you the level of detail that you can capture. Now, I'm painting one of his die-cast cars, and I'm going to capture kind of all the damage that, you know, he's done by bashing his cars together. But this is great because I can capture all that, you know, that level of detail. Now, this is kind of a 2.5-inch car, and it's, you know, it's very detailed, and I can put that object right in front of me and draw that. But, you know, how much detail you can capture on a 6.3-inch screen, and in this is an 11-minute video, and it was roughly, I'd say, kind of a 45-minute illustration that I've sped up, maybe less than 45 minutes, maybe just over half an hour, but it's great. This application is probably the same level as you get on a normal tablet. I'd say if this was on a normal tablet, I'd call it, you know, not that great an application, but because I've got it on a phone, I'd say it's really good enough. There's a brush size and a brush opacity, and it's got different brushes, and there's an eraser, and really, for a phone app, that is all you need to do quite a different illustration. You know, you saw it right at the beginning, and it's detailed enough, and I can go and I can work on it later. So for a highly detailed rough sketch, if a client wanted something to see to approve, this is it. I feel more than confident showing this to a children's book company, and they would love this. Some children's book companies might even say this was good enough if this was 300 dpi. I did this very early on when I got the phone, and to me, this was, at the time, this was amazing. This blew me away, and this let me know exactly what I could achieve with the phone. So, you know, on the side here, I'm doing Lightning McQueen's numbers, and I wasn't using an airbrush or anything like that, but I could do a gradient. There's a blender brush in this app as well. You know, there I've just shown you the car in the corner. If you want to rewind that and see it, you can see that how small the actual car was. But, you know, the highly detailed cars, obviously. But I can add enough detail in. And I think this was 72 dpi, but yeah, I hadn't bought the application at this point. But when you buy this application, you can go up to 300 dpi and do kind of A4 images, which is absolutely great because this phone has 6 gigs of RAM, and even while you're video capturing, this phone will handle it. The chances are that while you're using this phone, you probably won't be video capturing. Obviously I am, because I'm doing this for YouTube, for you guys, but most probably while you're doing it, you won't be doing the video capture, so you won't need that. But this phone has 6 gigs of RAM, an amazing camera. You know, if you watch my full review, you see how good the camera is. For most of that review, I'm using a Canon EOS M6 to record the bulk of that review. But I do videos using the front of the camera, the front camera and the back camera for comparison. And I'm comparing that to the M6 professional camera, which costs about £1,000, versus the back camera. You can pick that camera, the M6, up for about £600 as well, with different lenses, which is the one I've got. But you can, you know, the phone costs, this amazing phone costs about £900, but that gives you the ability to draw, make calls, surf the web, do everything else, and it has a great camera, front and back, for YouTube, for everything else, you know. So I'm really happy with this phone. This is the best phone for artists. As far as I'm concerned, forget the iPhone, because you cannot do this on the iPhone. You cannot do this on the Google phone. You cannot do this on any other phone on the market. And I've waited to do this review until those phones were on the market. You know, I didn't want to do this review until I'd had it for a little while, because I don't like to review products as soon as they come out. I think that's misrepresenting the phones a little bit. But here's the damage that is on that die-cast card. You know, I wanted to get that in there so it's a bit more detail for you guys to see. But also I wanted to, you know, get a few other videos out there, so you just didn't have the review. But I've done a first impressions, I've done a main review, and then a few other drawing videos, so you can see the different styles, different techniques, etc, etc, that you can get. You know, if you're drawing something in 5 minutes, if you're drawing something in 10 minutes, if you're drawing something in half an hour, and the different levels of detail that you can achieve with the S Pen, the Wacom technology, and just drawing on this phone in general. But you know, you'll be able to see in another 5 minutes at the end of this video just how much you can really achieve with this. And to me, as a professional freelance artist, I'm just blown away. I really am. You know, like I say, I'm convinced, I'm happy enough to send sketches to clients, and I have. I've sent a couple of doodles to clients. Now, I often Skype with clients and show them things, draw stuff with them, in front of them as well. You know, take my Wacom Mobile Studio and draw stuff with them, or amend illustrations with them, and they love that. And now I can do that with my phone, and that's absolutely great, because if they catch me on the sly and I haven't got my tablet on me, how great is that I could actually do that as well. But now I can do it with a really good level of detail and be absolutely confident. I'm going to a couple of events soon, and to be able to just sit on the train and use this, to be able to be at an event and show somebody, you know, the fact that I could draw in front of them, that's mind-bogglingly good. And I've got layers here, and I can move those layers around. I just wish that Sketchable was available on Android, because this is an Android phone, obviously. I wish certain other apps were available on Android, and I think pretty much soon, because of this phone, and maybe other phones that will come out, you know, later on in a year's time or so often. I think there'll be more drawing apps coming out and taking advantage of rotation, tilt, etc. of the S Pen. I think we'll see more drawing apps coming out. and I think Samsung will definitely, because of artists like us, carry on the technology like this. I wouldn't be surprised if other phones started to do technology like this. You know, maybe Wacom will even bring out, you know, more capable, well, not more capable, but I mean other capable pen technologies for mobile, smaller mobile devices like this. Definitely team up more with Samsung to develop this. You can see how this is coming on now, and the very tiny details. This car is probably a touch bigger than the real thing, but you know, I'd be happy to even go back to Disney with this and show them this. Could you imagine if I was sat in the park in Disneyland or Disney World, just sat there drawing this in a little chair, or drawing the park, drawing the rides, etc. I'd love that. That'd be so cool. People would love that. I could imagine a little crowd around me. So if Disney's listening, yeah, I'll happily do that. You know, that'd be so great. So I'm done with this, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. Would you be happy drawing this level of detail on your phone? There's my son, he loves this too. I'll see you guys soon. Let me know what you think. I'm going to put this up on Instagram and Twitter and everything. So I'll see you guys soon. Let me know what you think about that. Well, thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and even subscribe to my channel, LAWRENCEcanDRAW. And if you really did like what you saw here, you can see more of it on my website, lawrenceman.co.uk. I'll see you next time.